Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.
What does it mean for a woman with diabetes knowing Reed's Wound Healing Center treats difficult-to-heal wounds with a success rate greater than 90%?
More than you know.
More than you know is closer than you think. Reed Hospital and Healthcare Services.
Welcome to Kicks 96 and WHON Video News for Tuesday, April the 22nd. I'm Jeff Lane. Today is Earth Day with numerous observations across the Whitewater Valley. Richmond will be recognized for its environmental efforts a little later this week. Mayor Sally Hutton was in studio this morning. She said that this Thursday the city will be named as a clean community by the state. Richmond is one of only 7 cities across the state to receive that designation.
We've already started our process. We're asking people to really monitor how many miles and how many gallons they're using each department, and we're going to reduce that 10%. And on our electricity, we've changed all the light bulbs in the city buildings so far.
Hutton said the city's electric bill is down $1,000 thanks in part to energy-reducing light bulbs. As part of an Earth Day observance, Roseview Transit will offer free rides this Saturday. A Wayne County judge could hear a civil suit filed against several governmental entities in connection with the drowning death last summer of Centerville's Trey Kidwell. Union County Judge Matthew Cox has recused himself from the case because he presides in the county that's named as a defendant in the suit. Now attorneys on both sides will pick from a pool of 3 potential judges, including Wayne Superior 1 Judge Tom Snow and Fayette Circuit Judge Daniel Flum. Kidwell was 17 years old last summer when he drove off a Fairfield ramp and into Brookville Lake. Other defendants include the Department of Natural Resources and Department of Transportation. Richmond Common Council met last night. Council addressed several abatement requests, including one for CDM Associates, which plans to expand a warehouse on about 150 acres near Salisbury Road, I-70 and US 35. Council last night also sent a couple of issues to the Planning Commission for this coming Thursday. One is a rezoning request that would bring a sad end to the Arboretum Swim Club just off of Elks Road. The plan is to convert the longtime East Side Swim Club into multi-unit residences. The Planning Commission will also address a request to turn property at 308 Northwest F into a junkyard. And you think you could run a mile in 5.5 minutes? How about 26 times in a row? That's exactly what Centerville cross-country coach Cecil Frank did yesterday in the Boston Marathon. It's one of the biggest annual marathons in the world. Frank lives in Dublin and was one of about a dozen Whitewater Valley residents who traveled to Massachusetts to take part yesterday. Frank finished in 2 hours and 26 minutes, good enough for 5th in the Masters division, which is for runners 40 and over. Frank finished 31st overall. It's another feather in Frank's running cap. Last year he won the Flying Pig Marathon in Cincinnati. This has been Kicks 96 and WHON Video News. I'm Jeff Lane. Have a great day.
Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.